Hey, come see me do stand-up in Ontario, California, Las Vegas, and Davenport, Iowa. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Hey, everybody with a Ukraine flag in your thing. You got your wish. Russians' nuclear fleet flexes near U.S. border. This is from X, their news service. Russian warships, including a nuclear-powered submarine, have arrived in Cuba for military exercises near the United States border, just like we do near China's border and North Korea's border, and we do it near Russia's border. Now they're doing it to us.
Whoa.
The Russian vessels are...
It's a response to our military exercise in the Baltic Sea.
Yeah, this move is seen as a response to NATO's planned military exercises in the Baltic Sea.
Whip it out. Everybody whip it out.
The Russian... So that's what this is. We got ourselves an old-fashioned dick-off. All right, fellas, lay them on the table and let's get the measuring tape.
Yeah, there's only one way to settle this one.
The Russian vessels are equipped with advanced weaponry, including Zircon hypersonic missiles. By the way, we don't have hypersonic missiles.
Yeah, you see how it says capable of penetrating U.S. missile defense systems?
Yes.
That's because
they're
we don't
hypersonic.
have that technology.
We don't have hypersonic.
And I don't hear enough people talking about this.
Why does Russia have it and we don't have it? You know who else has it? Hezbollah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hezbollah, and I'm pretty sure Iran has hypersonic missiles.
Iran does have it.
We don't have it.
We can't make the alloys.
We don't have it.
So everybody think about that in your greatest country in the world.
Think about that.
Don't even have Zircon hypersonic missiles.
So back to Twitter. It says the hypersonic missiles capable of penetrating U.S. missile defense system. The proximity of these exercises to the U.S. has raised concerns and speculation about increased tensions reminiscent of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Except these missiles could hit because they're not nukes. Get it?
It would be more. Yes, that's right.
This is worse.
This is actually worse.
They worked on missiles you can use.
Yeah. It would be more reminiscent of the Cuban Missile Crisis if our politicians or our media or even Wolf Blitzer took any of this fucking seriously.
They just talk.
It would be more reminiscent. But anyway, calm down because, Kurt.
Yeah.
Joe Biden's in charge.
Mm-hmm.
He's got this all. He's worked this out with little toy boats in his bathtub.
You mean he shit in the tub? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Boy, if there's one thing I missed in my childhood was hiding under a school desk because there might be a nuclear blast.
Did you have that in your childhood?
I didn't have that.
Oh, because that was a thing, right?
Yeah, it was a thing.
Duck and cover.
That's right, the duck and cover. But that was back when a school desk could protect you from a nuclear blast. They don't make them
really
that
made
good.
Them back then.
They don't make it like that anymore.
We got these cheap Chinese desks.
So here it is. Here is breaking. Russian warships, along with nuclear-powered submarine, arrive in Cuba near the United States border. Wow.
Look at him.
So that's the face. See, the face he's making is check out my dick.
Check out two of these dicks.
That's right.
Let me see yours, pal.
So here is turn down the volume. This is it says Russia. Several Russian warships have just arrived in Havana. Several ships and support vessels are expected to participate in exercise and possibly make port calls in Venezuela. This move occurs following the U.S. approval of Ukraine using NATO-supplied weapons in strikes against Russia. Putin stated that Moscow might supply weapons to certain regions to enable strikes against sensitive Western targets if Ukraine repeatedly attacks Russia.
And I think Ukraine is going to do that, right?
They did that already. They've already struck inside Russia.
No, they haven't hit their missile things, though, have they? Because that's a nuclear war that he was saying last week.
Well, they were going after something that like some kind of defense thing for their missiles, but I don't know if they went right after them. I don't know. Maybe they can free the people in Gitmo while they're there.
I was going to say,
you ever think of that?
The Gitmo while they're there.
Yeah.
Hi.
There must be something up because this is the wrong time of year to leave Russia. Right? In June.
That's a good point.
I can't believe Cuba's allowing Russia to do this. Could this have anything to do with how the United States restricts Cubans' access to medical oxygen? Or can it?
I didn't know they did that.
They do everything like that.
They restrict our access to Havana syndrome from their
Ah.
Cuban energy weapons.
So hooray! Congratulations, you dumb fucks. You bought the war machine's lies about Ukraine. It's got nothing to do. Ukraine war has nothing to do with what you think it has to do with.
There's a Cuban Missile Crisis now that you're not even going to hear about because you're going to be busy. Well, one idiot still thinks masks are a thing, and you killed people with
Yes.
COVID. Not aware he's in a Cuban Missile Crisis. Then the rest of the people are going to worry about Trump's bullshit conviction that doesn't hold up legally in any sense. Cuban Missile Crisis. People heard about it when it happened.
And if you want to know what the Ukraine war is really about, here's Colonel McGregor to tell you.
Well, for the globalists that are running the show, this is the globalist neocon elite, and both on the Hill as well as in the White House, and these elites in Europe, particularly in Paris, Berlin, London, they're all interested in seeing BlackRock take over Ukraine, number one, so that it can be systematically stripped of its resources and turned into a subjugated state that belongs to the larger globalist elites. But they also want to see that happen to Russia, which is why this war was never about Ukraine. It was always about what can be done to destroy Russia. And of course, since the people in charge didn't perform any strategic analysis, they never thought about purpose, method, or end state, they concluded that Russia today is still the Russia of 1992. It's weak. It's prostrate. Its economy is ineffective. Remember the McCain statement? Oh, Russia is Spain with a gas station. All of these arrogant displays of American hubris, treating Russia as though it was a third-class nation with a fourth-class military. Well, we're getting an education right now. We paid no attention to the Russians who had legitimate concerns about what we were doing in eastern Ukraine. We were building an army to attack them. We put a hostile government into that country in 2014. And we kept telling them that it made no difference to us what they thought or what they cared about. They said, we don't want NATO on our border. No one paid attention. President Trump tried to listen, but he was surrounded by people who subverted him. People who were not loyal to the president, who took an oath of obedience to the orders of the president and then ignored them. So what's the outcome? You've got a very serious war that could become regional, even global. And no one in the White House seems to really grasp that. But we're losing. The globalists are losing. And when the ground dries and in June you're...
So anyway, hooray. Now we got nukes in Cuba with hypersonic missiles. Those are missiles they could use, as Kurt said, because they're not nukes.
They go right through our missile defenses.
And we can't defend against them.
Remember the Star Wars platform that they were like, don't make that thing that shoots missiles. We don't have nothing that can stop their missiles.
And we don't even have those types of missiles. We don't even have hypersonic missiles. Iran has them. Hezbollah has them.
What's happening?
Russia has them.
Why does everybody have those but us?
But us.
I hope those Tic Tac UFOs are ours at least.
Oh, I know.
I hope we at least have those space traveling Tic Tacs because we are effed in the A on missiles.
Hey, everyone thinks mortgage rates are extremely high, but that is not entirely true. Mortgage rates are much lower than the average credit card rate of 22%. Think about how much interest you're going to pay on that credit card if you're only paying the minimum payment every month. If you're a homeowner, a cash-out refinance with American Financing can help you pay off that debt and lower your monthly expenses. And the mortgage interest is tax deductible. They are saving homeowners just like you an average $854 a month. They're salary-based. That's key. Salary-based mortgage consultants will show you how much you can save each month with no upfront fees and no obligation. You can even close in as fast as 10 days and possibly delay 2 mortgage payments, giving you greater savings up front. Get the financial relief you need and stop living paycheck to paycheck. Call American Financing today at 888-804-0303. That's 888-804-0303 or visit AmericanFinancing.net/Jimmy. AmericanFinancing.net/Jimmy. Hey, come see me do stand-up on tour in Ontario, California, Davenport, Iowa, Las Vegas, Nevada, Chicago, Illinois, a special video show with stand-up, and Grand Rapids, Michigan. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.